Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? Could the Navy SEALs just assassinate Putin and the whole war would be over since Putin is authoritarian? That's so cute. That's pretty cute that you think that the Navy SEAls are capable of doing that. That is American imperialist propaganda that has rotted your brain a little bit. It's nice. It's a Zoomer take. I'm being nice. I'm being nice. I'm not like dunking on you or anything. But no, they can't do that because, you know, Vladimir Putin is not an American asset or like doesn't have a history of being an American asset and is hiding away in a fucking compound in like an aligned allied state like Pakistan to the United States of America next to the Annapolis of fucking Pakistan, you know, jerking off to hentai. Okay. He's in like the Ural Mountains or wherever the fuck in a cave with the rest of the oligarchs. And also as a, you know, ex-KGB guy is probably pretty fucking well protected. It's not that easy. That would actually be an act of war, by the way. Special operations, like formerly recognized by the United States, trying to go and assassinate Vladimir Putin would trigger nuclear war. You know, don't get me started on fucking SEAL Team 6, okay? The best thing they know how to do is blow up fucking helicopters on their way over to kill a compound full of people that are mostly not even armed, okay? Yeah, they're gonna go find Putin somewhere in like literally just the fucking most eastern point that makes it impossible to penetrate from like near a border. And they're gonna find him and they're gonna kill him. Like, get the fuck out of here. Do you know how many fucking Black Hawk helicopters will be destroyed in the process? People have also said we could destroy the Russian convoy right now. No, they don't understand. Like, there isn't enough fucking bombs for a 40-mile convoy. Like, people think like, bro, Ukraine has 12, not even 12, I think, Bayraktar drones, okay? Like, people literally think, you know, Ukraine is like America or something. We are so used to like America. We literally think like, you know, why don't they just like wipe out fucking a 40-mile convoy? It's not 40 miles, it's 3 to 4. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay, it's 3 to 4 miles of a convoy. People just literally think like, why don't you just zap them? You can't do that. Oh, this was a really cool video. I got to show this. Apparently Putin, ingenious critic of W's Iraq war debacle, forgot how many angry Fallujah locals mobbed and protested occupying U.S. soldiers to leave in April 2003. All it took was nervous soldiers shooting protesters and the insurgency starts full swing. Apparently, some want to believe that the Russian occupiers are going to hold their fire on protesters like this for another month or two. Good luck with that. What happens when one vehicle breaks down on that massive convoy? I mean, they could hold it back, but their strategic best interest is most likely to allow some parts of the convoy to come in so they can stop it from further mobilizing within the city. They can go around it at this moment. Especially because they're like still, you know, they're still not in the cities. It's probably tactically more efficient to blow up specific pieces of the convoy, specifically like the anti-air missiles or the fucking bombers that are driving when they reach cities in choke points, so you can do the most damage. The reason why there are so many fucking, up until this moment, there's so many like broken down Russian battalions and trucks on the side of highways and shit is because they kept exclusively sending in smaller battalions. They did not refuel them. And it's seemingly conscripts that thought that they were going to, and this is anecdotal. I don't know how much of this is real, this part, but it's conscripts that were told that they were going to Belarus and just doing training in Belarus. And like, they even had like fucking return tickets and shit. And that they legitimately thought that they were just doing training exercises. And part of the reason why they weren't told, like the fucking actual boots, okay, weren't told about it is probably a matter of security concern that Russia did not want to. Some of the battalions knew that this war was going to happen, and some of the battalions thought that it was just a simple training exercise, possibly to hide intelligence from, you know, the United States and have the element of surprise, I guess. But there's a lot of people. There are a lot of Russian POWs that you see. They're all fucking kids, you know, and they're just like, I don't know what the fuck to do here. I don't know what I'm doing here. I didn't realize that this was what was going to happen. And that's, you know, that's going to change or has already changed. Because this is like supposedly a special military operation, but it's turning into a full-scale bombing campaign very, very rapidly. And I kept saying over the course of the past week, like, don't get super confident, don't get super confident, don't get super confident. Things might actually take a turn for the worse. And I'm afraid we're getting there, like worse than what it's been so far. No, they're just shooting the air. They're not shooting them.
6 months of primetime baby. Yeah, prime's up in the chat.
The chatter's asking what the Z's are on the trucks. It's to indicate that these are Russian trucks, that they're the invading forces trucks. And the reason why you have to brand your trucks with something additionally is because this is a unique situation where you're invading a country. I think like, I mean, it's the reason why they have the Z is because they're showcasing that they're Russian invasion troops. No, not Z is for Zoomer. Z Zapad equals Zapad West. I mean, there's
love you hassle.
But they basically fucking they have the same gear and same equipment. That's part of the reason why like the Ukrainians also have like yellow. Ukrainian troops have yellow armbands, whereas the Russian troops have red armbands. Like you'll see a lot of the Russian troops, not all of the Russian troops, but a lot of the Russian conscripts have red armbands. It's to reduce friendly fire. Wrong, it means Eastern Battalion V. No, it's directional, but the reason why they fucking put those on is because they want to make sure that they reduce friendly fire, though that's true. It's for reducing friendly fire and logistics. Kind of they're crazy the restraint they're showing here, consider they're violently arresting their own citizens for protesting. I mean, they probably have pretty clear rules of engagement. It's same with like the U.S. military. The irony is like obviously the U.S. military is fucking dog shit, and so is the Russian military. Invading forces are fucking horrifically brutal, but they follow rules of engagement in a lot of situations better than like police do domestically because you know, that's just how it is. Don't shoot until you're shooting at don't shoot until someone is shooting at you. Like the American police literally fucking will easily brutalize you faster and pull out their gun and shoot you faster than an invading force will. That doesn't mean that the invading force is not brutal. Don't misunderstand me, but you don't want to, I'm sure you don't want to be the fucking first guy that shoots the random civilian because you got scared. And then you immediately guarantee a insurgency for 10 fucking years. Russian officer's view on what you're talking about. In this thread, I'll be summarizing an interview with Vladimir Trukhan, a colonel who serves as the Central Office of the Ministry of Defense of Russia. Obviously, it's heavy on Russian propaganda, but I think it's still helpful to understand a few things in the RU perspective. There are no conscripts in the military operation, only trained professionals. That's why Belarus doesn't participate. Their army is all conscripts. So if someone is squealing about corpses of Russian conscripts, you can spit in his face. Yeah, totally, dude. Those guys definitely. Those like literal fucking 18-year-olds that people keep, you know, that people keep fucking capturing videos of. Those guys definitely are not. They're definitely super trained, super well-trained professional killers. Anyway, that's the Russian propaganda. The Ukrainian number of 3,500 Russians KIA is ridiculous. Such a number of dead would mean several times the number of wounded, which means that all roads would be jammed with ambulances plus mass deployment of field hospitals. It would be impossible to hide this. I don't disagree with that take. I do agree that it's a ridiculous number. I've said this already. That is, you know, I mean, it's probably fucking high, but it is ridiculous to think that it's like 3,500 fucking Russians have been killed in action. Like that's a ridiculous number. Anyway, the cases of solitary Russian POWs, which Banderite propaganda spins, are unlikely. An AWOL soldier who went to a neighboring village to buy moonshine could be captured, but he's not a fighter. He is a laggard. Single soldiers don't break away during fights.
Getting
That's
on that
also
list is
bullshit.
kinda awesome, and
I
GL.
think that is like the Russian military propaganda. Banderite propaganda spins. Like everything in Ukraine right now is not Banderite propaganda. Is there Banderite propaganda in Ukraine? Certainly. But everything that you're seeing in the fucking fog of war is not Banderite propaganda. They're doing Ukrainian propaganda. And the reason why they're doing that is because you're fucking bombing them and you're killing them. And they want to make sure that their fucking people fight back. Anyway, when you fell off the exploding paratrooper plane, you are not injured.
Hey,
Same for trucks,
hello.
same for tanks.
Hope you're
Heli,
well.
those numbers are
When's
real.
the next-
That exploding paratrooper plane is also another bullshit story. Zero evidence of that plane since 2 were shot down on the same night. I haven't seen any additional evidence either. Anyway, let's continue. Incidents of convoys being burned on the march are possible. It's war. Things happen. Someone made a mistake, didn't keep track, had to abandon vehicles and empty tanks. We assume that the abandoned convoys are being burned by the AFU retroactively for stage videos. Also bullshit. Come the fuck on. They literally show Bayraktar fire.
Can you enable CC?
Okay.
I am in class but want to watch and stay up to date. Thanks.
They're you know, there's footage of it when they fucking blow shit up, and there's literally footage of them blowing the shit up.
Hassle.
The same with supplies that'll last only 3 to 4 days. A fairy tale of nonsense. Military operations at the level are prepared for at least several months. Everything is calculated and stockpiled in advance for excessive redundancy for all cases. Main idea of the Russian army is that we are not Americans. They are the ones who, when they see something or someone in their way, first throw a grenade, then ask questions. Nobody is going to produce mountains of corpses. If a person does not offer resistance, why shoot? Handing out weapons to the unprepared population, as well as all sorts of Molotov cocktails against professionals, is ridiculous idiocy. 3 or 4 stun grenades is enough to make them shit themselves on the spot, drop their weapons, and run away. The Kadyrovsky, specifically trained to deal with terrorists in urban environments, will mop up the Nazis. Russian forces participating in the operation do not use mortars. I have heard that, like, yes, the Kadyrov brigade, the Chechens, are specifically targeting the Azov battalion. That is what I have heard as well. This is like this was their special designation, which is why they were, you know, like Kadyrov himself has said that we're coming for the Azov battalion. Now they've already gotten like fucking cumstered a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll see.